Welcome back to the Journeyman save here on FC25. We face both sides that are below us to determine whether we will be in the top half or the bottom half split of the Scottish Premier League. We would very much like to be in the top half split and stand, actually I don't think any chance of European football, but at least the chance to test ourselves against the better sides in these final few games rather than probably more 6-5 nonsense games against those in the bottom half. So we will do what we can to get a result against Hibs and then St Mirren. If we get one win from the final two games of the regular season, then we have successfully managed to get ourselves into the top split. So that's the plan. We'll then play the first game of the split, and then I believe it's just 4 games after that. I think it's just, we're led to believe by someone in chat, youth player unsettled, Patrick Glenn. Oh no, Pat. Oh, I'm sorry, mate, but you're just a bit shit. So, bye. Well, let's believe it's just you play the rest of the top 5 once in the top split. So there's really not that many games left to play this season before we get the chance to rebuild Dundee FC in the summer window and hopefully go for broke next season. Saying thank you to Vaporterra on the board behind me, as well as Alan Cox and Gregory Reed, who it was that came and dropped the knowledge bomb in live chat about how the top split works, or either split works. But we want to be in the top split, so let's go and beat Hibs, or at the very least beat St Mirren, one of these two, and then we will definitely be in the top split. Just get it done, Ches, please. Some familiar faces in this Hibernian side from the other save in the RTG. They've got Jordan Smith in goal, Lewis Miller, Marvin Ekpateta, Warren Ahora, Rocky Bashiri and Nicky Cadden in their back 5. Then Joe Newell and Jake Doyle-Hayes, former Bradford City player, in the other save. With Dylan Levitt at cam, Dylan Vente at right striker, with Kieran Bowie, our star man of the RTG as it stands right now, at left striker for Hibs here. Plays on the right wing for us. Got some options on the bench. I'm a little bit scared, actually, with Kieran Bowie in their starting lineup. So we'll see how good he is in this save. But if he's even remotely close to as good as he is in the RTG save, we are in trouble today. Levitt into Doyle-Hayes. They're quite central, although evidently Levitt is playing as a half-winger if he's drifting out there. They're pretty central with their formation. So hopefully our defence should be able to cope to a certain extent with their attacking play. That said, they are going to have a lot of numbers through the middle. So it's still going to be awkward. Mulligan looking for Stiffy. Stiffy, the league's top goal scorer. And if he goes to ground there, I'm sure he gets a penalty as well. Absolutely, without doubt, caught there. And, oh, brilliant. And stumbled. And if he falls over, then surely the ref gives a pen. Certainly you'd be screaming for VAR. Forgot to take a Donkor out, if I'm honest. I wanted to play Simon Murray, even though he's significantly lower rated. It's Doyle-Hayes now. Into Bowie. Doyle-Hayes again. Into Bowie. Bowie! Good block. No! He's offside. Thank Christ for that. A Donkor. Oh, not bad. Not bad, Mr. Donkor. All right. Maybe you're not... I mean, he is terrible, but maybe he's not terrible. He's definitely terrible. Shot blocked. I don't even know where the ball is right now. It's over there. Well in, Mulligan. Silla. Oh, Silla's a bit shit. Ah. See what I mean? I mentioned this in the last episode. When they get past that central centre-back for a one-on-one, they're gone. I've got no other defenders that are going to get anywhere near the striker. Yeah. 1-0 Hibs. Shit. I think it's going to have to be St Mirren that we stand a chance of beating. Oh no! Don't put me in the bottom split, for God's sake. Cameron and Silla. Lay that in front of Gutierrez. There's a bit of space. Oh, sorely tempted for a moment. Sorely tempted. A Donkor. Oh my God. Oh my actual shit. Adoncourt scored a goal. And an important one too. We're level against Hibs. Pigs can fly. Good block by Augsburg. Oh my god. No, I shouldn't have done that. That's my fault. Not Adoncourt's on this occasion. Stiffy's on his own. What are they doing? Laughable defending from Hibs. It's just... Well, there isn't a defence there. Stiffy bags another. The goal glut in Scotland continues, but... There's just no defender even remotely close to him. What are they doing? I cannot fathom it. Well, now we're winning. That only took 3 minutes. Terrible attempt to challenge that. Augsburg. Cameron. Ref. How is that not a free kick then? Win that, Billy. Well up, Billy. Cameron. Lyle Cameron. Stiffy's on his own again. It's going to fall. Nearly 3. Keeper managed to get back to his feet very well after diving for the first blocked shot. Cameron's going to nip in there, but Doyle Hayes has done enough. Cameron. Adoncourt's onside here. On his favoured left. What a time to come good. He's been absolutely woeful. I meant to not play him. I have played him accidentally, and he scored 2 goals. We lead by 3-1 against Hibs. When we went 1-0 down, I thought that was us done and dusted. Turns out we might get the win we need. Miller whipped. Bowie. He's brought it down brilliantly. Doyle Hayes. Oh, it's a lovely return if he can square it. I don't think the square was on. It was shot. It was shoot or pass, and both, I think, would have been smothered by the goalkeeper. Oh, that's dangerous, but Silla will just hack it clear. Lovely take by Gutierrez, but O'Hara's done well. Gutierrez wins it back, though. 3-1 is a scoreline that actually doesn't flatter us in terms of the overall balance of play. They'd only had, up until half-time, 1 shot, Hibs. The goal. I didn't realise we'd been quite that dominant. We'd had 9 in the first half. They've had a couple, evidently, at the beginning of the second. They started the first half strong, scored. They started the second half strong, haven't scored. Not an ideal flick for Stiffy. Bowie back on side with runners. Keeper's going to get there. Oh, brilliant. Home side back in it then, in rather comical fashion. That's sometimes the way the cookie crumbles with lower rated players. And our cookie has well and truly crumbled there. Way. Up we go. I think that just hit Gutierrez. It was the other player I was in control of that was trying to head it. And Gutierrez just stood there and was like, "What? It hit me!" O'Hara. Oh no. Doyle Hayes. Good save by McCracken. Very nearly 3-3 here. It's no 6-5, not yet, but still plenty of goals in Scotland. Nicky Cadden I'd heard of, Chris Cadden I hadn't. Ah. 3-3! Sad. Levitt. Dinked over. Chris. Oh my god, Vente. Don't. Oh, mate, my entire life just flashed before my eyes. Thought they were immediately going to go and make it 4-3. I cannot wait to change this formation next season and get some players in that are actually capable of doing some defending. Evidently, scoring isn't that much of a problem for us, although we are very reliant on Mr. Tiffany. Don't let him have a corner. But defensively, I mean, it might just be the shape. Once we change the shape, we might be more solid defensively. But it has been a bit of a shit show in Scotland so far for this Dundee FC side. Go on, Adoncourt. Little 1-2. Go on, Adoncourt. Get a hat-trick, lad. To win the game! What a save! Oh, my God. I actually can't believe he saved it. A Donkor to win the game! Yeah! Hat-trick for a Donkor! Win for Dundee! Top split, please! Hibbs pushing numbers forward here at the death. There's only 60 seconds or so to go. A Donkor could add another. Oh, good block by Doyle Hayes out of nowhere with the slide. But that'll be game. That is top split confirmed for us. We will be challenging in the top half of the table at the end of the season. So I can probably... Wow, St Mirren beat Rangers. That's a huge result. That's a massive result. St Mirren are up into 6th. So what I could do is sim St Mirren, considering we guaranteed top split now, play the first 2 of the 5 games. Then in the season finale, in the next episode, we could then have the final 3 games of the season. Rangers are still going to win the league. We're 4 points clear of Hibs, a point clear of St Mirren. I don't think this... We're going to finish 5th or 6th, aren't we? Let's be honest. So, let's do that. Let's sim this game against St Mirren, considering... Well, for us, it doesn't mean anything. But for them... They're 3 points clear of Hibs. Who have Hibs got, actually? That's probably a more important, more pertinent question. Hibs have got Aberdeen away. Yeah, I think Hibs are done. I mean, they very nearly beat me. And had they done so, they'd have been loving life. But, unfortunately, Hibs are not loving life. Oh, Erspor and Mulligan with the goals. We get a 2-1 win. Oh, they beat Aberdeen. I think Hibs have just joined us. I think Hibs might just have joined us in 6th. They have. Sorry, St Mirren. But on goal difference, you finish 7th and have to deal with the shithouses in the bottom. We're on for a top half party, boys. Well, let's find out in what order we play people. I've never managed in Scotland on any management game. Actually, no. I have managed in Scotland in a management game. Like FM 09. I was manager of Ayr United for like 23 seasons, something like that. But I only spent 1 year in the SPL, I think. I started in Scottish League 2 and just kind of bounced up and down in Scottish football leagues before then making it to the SPL, and then I think the new FM came out midway through that season, and I never actually finished it. So I've never managed in Scotland in the split. We have Aberdeen at home actually to start. Okay, what are the fixtures looking like then? I would have thought us being lower down in the table would have meant we would have been the away side. But yeah, there you go, the Championship group. So, the points haven't... I thought the points changed based on how you played against those other teams. But evidently the points tallies are still the same. Is that... I don't know whether that's realistic or not. Because I've not managed in this split before. So, I thought you took the points that... I don't know. I thought you took the points from the sides that were in the top half, and then you went again because someone said that sometimes 7th can end up with more points than 6th. Well, I guess that still could be the case if 6th, or now top of the bottom group, get more points than the side that are in 6th, technically. All right, so points stay the same then. So there's definitely no chance of Europe, because even if we win even if we win every single game, we're only ending up on 58 points and not finishing any higher than 5th. Is there any point in this? Is it like genuinely? If we win all 5 of our games, we can't finish any higher than we currently are. I don't really see the point. I think I'd rather just get to next season and get to the transfer window. So let's do that. Let's get to next season and to the transfer window. And then we can play it, because honestly, there's just... Why play games that literally mean nothing? If it were the regular season and we couldn't finish anywhere other than where we currently were, we'd sim the games. And quite frankly, we're only going to finish 5th or 6th. And having beaten Hibs there, it's going to be 5th, isn't it? So I'm quite happy to do this. Rangers are going to win the league. We're going to finish 5th. Hibs are going to finish 6th. And that's that. We're not going to get European football for next season. But there is going to be the chance, hopefully, of challenging for European season in our first full year in charge in Scotland. We've got a draw against Hearts there, which is pretty remarkable, actually. So, at the end of the year, Rangers win the league with 88 points. Celtic second with 80. Then Aberdeen in 3rd, Hearts in 4th. Ourselves in 5th and Hibs in 6th. And then in the bottom group, St Mirren actually didn't win any games. They drew 2 and lost 3. Well done, lads. St Johnstone won 3 games, though, to fire themselves up. Oh, my God. Ross County won 4 of their 5 games. How have they managed that, then? Actually, won't let me scroll any lower than... It's just all over the shop. It's absolutely all over the shop. Well, let's get to the end of the season, then, and I'll give you a full season roundup of this whole save, and then we can... head towards the new year. Well, welcome to the end of Season 4 of the Journeyman, then. Season 4, obviously, has only really been half a season for us, because we've come back to European football after the end of the calendar year of the MLS previous season. So we'll run you through how everything went down in this European season, and you can see exactly what the situation is in the competitions that we were involved in, which isn't really many, to be completely honest. But you've seen the league table already. Finished bloody 5th. In the Scottish Cup, Celtic do the double. They win 1-0 over Aberdeen, so they've won that. And the Scottish Premier. I thought there was 2 cups in Scotland. I'm sure there's two domestic cups in Scotland. Man City won the UEFA Super Cup. Real Madrid win the Champions League by 3-2 over Arsenal. Unlucky Arsenal. Villa lose the Europa League by 4-2 to Lyon. Unlucky Villa. And Ipswich win the Europa Conference League. Ipswich by 3-0 over Panathinaikos. Fair fucking play. Ipswich Town, fair play indeed. GG. Let's have a look at the other leagues then around Europe that we'd be interested in. In the Premier League, Liverpool top the table by 16 points from Man United, Manchester City and Arsenal. All those 3 separated by a single point. As you can see, Spurs and Chelsea. Brighton in 7th is a great performance from them. Leeds relegated with a record equalling low of 11 points. Brentford on 30, Leicester on 32. Leeds with 11 points. Oh, God, that's not gone well for you, has it, lads? In the Championship, Ipswich won the... So Ipswich weren't even Premier League. Ipswich have won the Europa Conference League and have Europa League football next season. They must have won the FA Cup last year or something, because there's obviously no way they did it via a league finish. Ipswich win the Championship, so last year they must have won the Europa League, must have won the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. They then win the Conference League whilst winning the Championship to then be Premier League again and have Europa League football. Sunderland will join them in the Premier League as well, as they go up by a point above Middlesbrough, who you'd like to think for their sake win the playoffs against Burnley, Coventry or Sheffield United. Relegated from the Championship will be Millwall, Oxford and Huddersfield Town. Oxford and Huddersfield very much not cut out for the level, as you can see by the points tallies there. Sheffield Wednesday and Derby County back up to Championship level. Wednesday running away with that one. Pompey, Blackpool, Bristol Rovers and Charlton Athletic in the playoffs for League 1 up to League 2. Relegated from League 1 into League 2 are Cambridge United, Shrewsbury, Salford City and Fleetwood. Ow. And then promoted from League 2 back to League 1 are Gillingham, Crawley and MK Dons. Then one of Burton, Grimsby, Stockport or Walsall will join them in League 1 next year. Were the National League on the game, Morecambe and Cheltenham Town would be in it. In, that's not the one, in League... it's Paris Saint-Germain by 6 points from Lille. In the Bundesliga, it's Leipzig by 3 points from Bayern. Leverkusen a further 2 points further back. In Serie A, it's AC Milan by 6 points from Juventus. Napoli a further 8 points back. Roma 4th. Inter only 6th. Inter Milan only 6th. That's a real terrible season for them. In the Eredivisie, it's PSV from Feyenoord. Ajax, well, PSV a long way away from everybody else. And Ajax, terrible season for Ajax. over 20 points off the top of the table. In Portugal, Porto, Benfica, Sporting only 4th. And in La Liga, it's Barca from Real, Girona 3rd, Atleti only 5th. Oh dear, Mr. Simeone, that's not very good, is it? Girona 3rd. Go on, lads. You love to see it. And our squad, I don't really... Tiff shares the top goal scorer chart with Danilo there with 25 goals. So fair play to Tiff. With regards to our squad, you obviously know that we need to sign a lot of people. And we need to get rid of a lot of people. Carson is not retiring or anything, so we will look to sell him next year. Not that he's worth much, but extra £1,700 a week could do. 37-year-old goalkeeper will sell as well. 40-year-old goalkeeper is currently out on loan at Ingolstadt and not retiring. He's back on January the 1st. And then 26-year-old goalkeeper Sharp will be back up to McCracken. I don't think we'll replace McCracken. I think McCracken is still good enough to be our number 1 moving forward. With regards to centre-backs, you're shit. You're shit. The rest are decent, so we'll keep them. I do need full-backs. You're rubbish, so you're going as well. Gutierrez up to 70 is nice to see. Cameron. Now, Cameron is leaving to join Rangers in real life, so I will look to sell him in this save as well. Plus, he's my most valued player, and he doesn't stand out above the late 60s players, so he can go. Mulligan was all right out on the wing. We are going to need to sign some wingers. 2 35-year-old strikers as well. Donkel was rubbish. Oh, there's so much work that needs to be done. But I've no idea how much money I'm going to have to do it. But that will be all for this season of The Journeyman. Join me for episode 1 of season 5 on Monday. Pretty sure this is Friday's video. So join me on Monday for episode 1 of season 5, where we'll find out how much money we've got to sign about 1,000 new players so that we can actually challenge for top 4 in European football at Dundee. Whether we then stay at Dundee is up to you guys at the end of season 5, but we will be here next year. For the first time, you don't get a vote. We are staying at Dundee. Might be a terrible decision given the nature of the squad, but we're up for the challenge. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.